Hi Aju, long time no see. How is it going?
It's good.
Actually, where were you?
I was busy with my PG studies. Then what about you?
Yeah, can't complain. By the grace of God, everything is going well. Come, let's go for a walk.
George, may I ask you one thing?
Yeah, sure.
How are you going to be a priest in this challenging world?
I can understand, Aju, what you are asking. See, now the church is going through many troubles and difficulties.
I think it's because of some priests in our church. Even they are misusing the holy sacraments, especially the confession. George, in these troubles, how will you become a priest? Don't you really feel that you are trapped in it?
No, never, Aju. I will say a story of a priest. Yeah, a holy priest who dedicated his life for the sinful people of Ars.
Holy priest? Who is there, George?
This remarkable saint, whom the church has declared the model and patron of all parish priests, was born in the fanatically anti-clerical and irreligious age of the French Revolution and Napoleon Bonaparte. The son of devout parents in the southeastern part of France, John grew up as an unlettered farmhand and at 13 made his first communion secretly in a farm shed while others unloaded heavy to avoid suspicion. His studies for the priesthood encountered great difficulties due to his lack of a primary education, and only the special intercession of his pastor, his sterling character and spiritual depth finally procured his admission to the ardently desired priesthood in 1815. 3 years later, he was assigned to the obscure little village of Ars near Lyon. There is not much love of God in that parish, the vicar general told him. You will enkindle it. In fact, the villagers and farmers were living in a state of great spiritual and moral neglect, addicted to drink and an inordinate craze for dancing. John Vianney went quietly to work among the poor and sick of the parish, and passed many hours a day before the Blessed Sacrament, imploring from God the conversion of his flock. Those who are guided by the Holy Spirit can see things, the saint once declared, and that is why so many ignorant people are more knowing than the wise. It soon became known that the new vicar could read men's hearts, had supernatural knowledge of unconfessed sins and of things to come, and that his prayers miraculously healed the sick. Not only was the village of Ars transformed morally and spiritually within a few years, but people started to come from all parts of Europe and even America to lay their problems before the saint. 5 extra bus lines had to be started and a special ticket window opened in the Lyon railway station for pilgrims to Ars. Saint John Vianney used to spend regularly from 14 to 18 hours a day in the confessional, beginning at 1 o'clock in the morning. In 20 years, the number of pilgrims totaled over 2 million, among them cardinals, bishops, priests, religious and lay people from every conceivable walk of life, the well, the sick and the afflicted. To care for them all, St. John was dispensed by his bishop from attending the annual priest retreats. The saint was all zeal and amiability, endless patience and humility. Yet humanly speaking, the scant food and sleep which he permitted himself throughout 40 years were entirely insufficient to sustain life. In addition, he was 4 years tormented by diabolical manifestations, which were also witnessed by the villagers. Toward the end of his life, he was made an honorary canon of Lyon, and the French government honored him by creating him a Knight of the Legion of Honor. Though his body was very weak due to the penance, his eyes were always reflecting the God's love. Saint John Mariya Vianney departed to the eternal priest at the age of 73 in the year of 1859. Our Holy Catholic Church is blessed with many saintly priests like Saint Maximilian Kolbe, Saint Damian, Saint Chavara, Saint Padre Pio, and so on. These saints are always a model for all of us.
George, what a wonderful priest he is.
Yes, Aju, he is my real inspiration. Saint John Maria Vianney.
ആഴ്സിന്റെ താഴ്വാരം കൃപതൻ ആരാമമാക്കിയ താതാ, ആഴ്സിന്റെ താഴ്വാരം കൃപതൻ ആരാമമാക്കിയ താതാ,